from Arcane and Stellar with the Pick a Card reading. I'm back. Sorry for the absence. I've been out of town, and I'll give you guys some personal updates in a minute. So if you want to stick around for that after this little intro, I'll kind of go into the update on my sister and everything that kind of happened there. And I have a lot of thank yous for people, so yes, stick around if you want to hear that. But anyways, this reading's going to be their message to you. So if you have a certain person on your mind and you want to know what they would want to say to you, this is going to be a good reading for you. We have 4 different groups here, and you can of course choose for different people. You might feel drawn to more than one pile as well. So totally go with what you're feeling. On group number 1 here we have Garnet. On group number 2 here we have I think it's Salmon Calcite. I want to say. Oh, hopefully I'm correct on that. On group number 3 we have Dalmatian Jasper, and on group number 4 we have Iolite. I think that's how you pronounce it. So yeah, those are the groups we have. The timestamps will be down below as always. And okay, so let's get into the personal news. Okay, so as many of you probably saw in my community post, my sister did end up passing away. My father and stepmom decided to turn off the life support because there was just a significant amount of brain damage done. Because basically what had happened is that she had some kind of, we don't really know what the causation was. It sounds like it could have been scar tissue from her trach that started to bleed and had blood clotting, and essentially she went into a respiratory attack because there was too much blood coming up, and which caused her then to go into a cardiac arrest. So that's essentially what happened, and she had been in a coma since the cardiac arrest. Obviously, I was with her, and of course I tried to get many responses out of her, and she wasn't there. And that one, there were 2 options basically: to put her on long-term support and kind of keep her in a nursing home, or to let her go. And she would have hated to be hooked up for the rest of her life, in a kind of vegetative state. So I think everyone kind of agreed that the best option was to let her go, and that was a very horrible decision. I was lucky enough that I was there with her when it happened, which is more than I could have ever asked for. And yeah, so I'm still a little bit up and down about it, so maybe I won't... I'll probably open up my Etsy shop again in a few days. I'm just going to take some time to myself. I also have a few readings I didn't finish because I was out of town. I had forgotten when I was packing. I was in such a hurry because it was a 12-hour drive to get there. And I was in such a hurry, I even forgot to take extra pair of socks, extra pair of pants, and of course I forgot a lot of my cards. I just kind of threw some in the bag and didn't, consider what I needed. And but I want to say a huge thank you. So my birthday was actually coincided with her visitation. So I had my birthday on the 18th of April, and I want to say thank you so much to those that wished me happy birthday and sent gifts. You guys are very special to me, and it really cheered me up when I came home and saw things waiting for me. And for those of you that did get me something, I really appreciate that so much. Especially, so I'm going to say a few thank yous here. First of all, Teresa got me the Angel Wisdom Tarot for my birthday, which I'm going to be using in this reading. Thank you so much. It's a beautiful deck, and you're so thoughtful. And then Cameron remembered a conversation we had months ago where I was talking about black scrying mirrors and how I wanted one, and she got me one. I don't want to open it up because it came in this really cool packaging, and it came with some incense. Very cool mirror. I can't wait to use it. And so thank you, Cameron. That was so thoughtful. Darlene is a beautiful soul. She always remembers me, and I appreciate her friendship also. But she got me a set of chakra stones here for my birthday, which was really nice, and as well a pendulum that's right over here with a beautiful note. So thank you, Darlene. And I want to say a big thank you as well to Megan. Megan, it's funny, I went to Barnes & Noble because I was actually trying to find tea cards so I could do a 6-month reading. I wanted to see if I could find an extra set. and I couldn't find any in store, and obviously I didn't have a place to really get it sent to. So, but I had gone to Barnes and Noble, which is one of my sisters and mine favorite place. We love to read. We used to have a book blog together, and so I was in Barnes and Noble looking around, and I was really feeling down that she wasn't there with me, because I knew she would want to be there with me, because it was like one of our favorite places to be, bookstores, you know. And I saw this book in particular, and I wanted to remember it, so I put it on my wish list, and Megan went on there and got it for me. I didn't even have that intention. It was more just, I remember I took a picture on my phone of it, and I was like, let me put this on my Amazon wish list so I can keep track of it. And she got this for me, so I'm really excited to read this, and thank you, Megan, for your kind thoughts. Oh gosh. And for all of you that said thank you, you know, like, thank you to everyone who's kind of been there for me, you know, sending me messages of encouragement, of love. Steven, there's just so many of you I could name. So I really, really appreciate it. And hopefully I'm going to be feeling better soon. Of course, it's a sad time for me, because this is definitely a lot. I've lost quite a few, I guess, people in my life, my grandparents and my, you know, pets, and I lost 2 good friends from childhood, and another friend that had passed away, and my uncle, and my, you know what I mean. I've lost quite a few, I would say quite a few people, but nothing, I think, is like this. This was definitely a different level of loss, because we just had a really close bond, and I don't think I'll ever get over it. But anyways, with that being said, I'm going to collect myself a little bit, and let's get into this reading, because I'm really excited to do it. And as much as I don't sound excited. Oh gosh. I'll get back to the groove of things. But yeah, thank you guys for being there. And that's my update. So take care, guys, and I'll see you in your reading. Hey guys, if you chose group number 1 here with this garnet stone, this is going to be your reading. I actually picked this up in Iowa when I was out there, and I was actually carrying it in my pocket quite a bit. So the first deck, this card is actually from one of my sister's decks, and most of her decks got thrown away by our father, who wasn't a fan of you know, witchy shit. So, but this is one of the decks that my, our little sister managed to kind of save. And it's weird, it was a coincidence, because it so happened that I just had put this on my wish list I think a few weeks ago, or something like that. And it is missing some cards. I counted them, and there are some missing. She had some on her altar, but, yeah. We have Persephone. So your person's message is to you, Persephone and Descent. So let's look this up. I want to read this. I think a lot of us may know the you know, the mythology behind Persephone. But let's go ahead and see what the deck says. The guidebook, it says, Persephone was innocently playing when Hades seized her and dragged her into his underworld domain. To initiate her into the underworld, Hades gave her pomegranate seeds to swallow. As sovereign of what lies beneath the surface, Persephone governs the motives, compulsions, and impulses that influence our life choices. The pomegranate symbolizes rebirth into the deeper wisdom lying beneath innocence. When Persephone is chosen, it suggests a descent into the self, a time to withdraw, reflect, and prepare for the next stage of life. That's trippy. This deck, this pile has the Hermit. Wow, wow. Okay, that's crazy. Okay, an ending of the current phase is inevitable. To move forward more authentically, an encounter with an unknown or unlived part of ourself must take place. It's not in the light, but in the land of shades that you will find the seeds of the next phase of your journey. The feminine wisdom is, Persephone is characteristic of the intense changes that occur when we come into contact with the unconscious. This descent stage in the archetypal journey confronts unknown aspects of the self. So again, there's sort of this retreating vibe. So some of you may not be in contact with this person at this time. I feel like this person would tell you that they're going through significant inner changes. That there's a lot of psychological changes. There could also be this feeling of feeling a bit trapped in circumstances. And perhaps, you know, this is the way of the relationship at the moment. Because like I said, we have the Hermit. That's crazy. Wow. Because this is a totally new deck to me, so I wasn't really sure what the guidebook would say on it. I think I only pulled one card out of it when I first started messing with it. And I got one that's in another pile. So I'm only familiar with that one card. So the Hermit, it says, time spent in peaceful meditation and meaningful solitude. Shine your light as an example to others. Seek out or become a spiritual mentor and self-discovery. I would say that this person would tell you that they are going through a lot of significant inner changes. Like I said, I think that this person is thinking about you a lot in solitude as well. That's just my vibe here. I could see a lot of withdrawn energy though, but also significant energy in terms of the connection. Let's see what we've got. The Five of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, and the Page of Swords. Okay. So the Five of Pentacles can talk about feeling like a little bit of lack. And it could be that this person is sort of in a little bit of a depressed state, or trying to get out of a period of, sometimes it could be financial instability, or just feeling a little bit, sometimes it's a card of feeling rejected at times. Maybe rejected by society or self-rejection. Oftentimes is the case too with this card, because there is a warm church to enter, always depicted usually in the traditional sense of this card. And it could be that this person's kind of, there could be a little bit of self-pity involved for some of you, if that resonates. You know your person and the person on your mind. They could be feeling a little bit dejected and sad. Maybe they're going through some significant changes themselves that cause them to withdraw and, have a lot of sad moments or something like that. I do feel like this person, they would want to tell you, and for some of you, they might want to tell you that, they've kind of withdrawn from this because of a lack of, perhaps a lack of self-confidence, and we have the Two of Wands and the Page of Swords too. So I would say that the Two of Wands, this person's thinking about messaging you. They're thinking about reaching out, especially if you're in a lack of contact at the moment. If you guys are in contact with this person, it's like, I feel like that they may be waiting for your message as well. So that could be something. Maybe one of the things that they would want you to know is that they're waiting for you, or they're kind of like keeping an eye on you, but they're not ready to make a move at this time. But I think with the Page of Swords, this can indicate new messages coming in. So I do feel like a lot of them are contemplating on what to say to you, how to kind of approach you, especially if they've done something in the past with the Five of Pentacles that made them feel kind of outcasted. Sometimes, like I said, it's our own choice, right? For some of you, that might be the case. People are complicated, and sometimes we do things that are self-sabotaging. And so it could be that this person self-sabotaged in some way and, is kind of trying to figure out the way forward. Again, for others of you, take it as it resonates, because these are general readings. But again, there could be this sense of wanting to be near you, but feeling as if there are a lot of challenges involved, and a lot of, there could be a little bit of hopelessness at times too about the future of the connection, and that might be something that they can't see it coming together. If some of you are at a distance with the Two of Wands, that could be like feeling as if you guys are separated in some way, that you can't get to each other. All they can really do is just keep an eye on you. We also have academia, learning, and education. So this is I kickstarted this, and it came while I was gone. It's the spread machine cards, or oracle cards. And I thought I'd just kind of check it out and see what popped out. And we did have this academia, learning, and education. So some of you might be involved in these fields. Maybe this is a confirmation for some of you that you know them through school, or that you know them on an academic setting. For some of you, this person could be, in school, or, and again, but the thing, what's fascinating about this card, even if that's not the case, learning and, such things in life. I said this person's going through some higher realizations about themselves, and they're kind of having a lot of, there's a lot of learning here that comes with the Hermit, kind of that reflection. So again, this could be reflecting that this person wants to tell you that they've been going through a lot, that they've been learning a lot about themselves, that maybe for some of you, they want you to know that they're focused on their education at this time, or that they're focused on something new in their life, where they're really trying to step into a new role, and maybe it's hard for them, depending. And we also have truth, and it says, what do you need to recognize right now? What tough love messages do you need to hear right now? How can you gain clarity and insight? And this is what I think this person would tell you, that they're looking for truth inside of themselves, trying to understand who they are. They might feel trapped in certain situations, especially with that Persephone card. I'm looking back up there, and it's like he has a grip on her. So they could feel trapped by circumstances, again, and trying to understand what their inner truth is, and trying to find some sort of clarity and insight. And maybe, again, for some of you, if they feel a bit withdrawn, or you're not really sure what they're thinking or feeling, this might be, you know, that signal to you that that's kind of what's really going on, is a lot of unconscious inner work. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to keep this fairly short. I'm not going to try to drag it on too long, but I'm going to grab some message cards here. So group number one's person, what would they want to say to them? What is their message? Whew. I love you. Again, maybe a lot of love in their heart for you, that they care about you, that they love you. Oops. I'll take this top one. I wish things could have been different. So definitely an aspect of them that wishes that they could change the way things are or have been. And then we have I'm not ready, which makes sense with that Hermit energy and the Five of Pentacles. Like, they're not really ready to kind of make some changes. It's like they're working on themselves, but they're not fully ready to kind of maybe acknowledge the truth or face the truth in their life in some way. Maybe not ready to message for some of you. I appreciate our friendship. So if this is a friend, they value your friendship and the relationship that you have. Perhaps for some of you, it's like, even if it's only friendship, they would want that, you know, with you. Oops. I miss the sound of your voice. I get for some of you, they miss like the conversations as well. And I'm getting a laugh, so maybe your laugh. And we have I like you. I like you, I love you. A lot of feelings here this person would express if they could. And really how they feel about you and what they think, you know. Let's get one more. I hate how far apart we are. So again, there's a confirmation for some of you that are in distance connections, that they hate the distance that's between you. Okay. So I think I'm going to get some charms. I wasn't going to, but I kind of feel like I really want to. So let me move these things aside. Because I kind of... There we go. I added a few in there too. Oops. Let's see here. Okay, let's see. We've got a few of them. So we've got Rapunzel. Rapunzel's an interesting one. She's a dreamer, and she's always kind of dreaming of something far off. Now, it's also like knowing where she belongs in a way. It's like she sees those lanterns and she knows that there's something drawing her to them. Almost like a sense of familiarity. And I do feel like this person would tell you that they feel very drawn to you, that they feel a sense of home in you, or a sense of calling, like a calling towards you. The other thing is that Rapunzel's a bit trapped. So that's kind of fascinating. So there might be a theme in this connection where there is a sense of entrapment, or not feeling like a little bit trapped in circumstances. For sure, yeah. We also have this bottle here, perfume bottle. Now, this could indicate maybe of some bottled up emotions, a lot of bottled up things, like somebody who hasn't opened up about a lot of things. So perhaps this person would want to tell you that they keep a lot inside of them. That, you know, perfume too is also very sweet. So again, there could be like this sweetness about you that they appreciate. Of course, for some of you, this might be missing your actual perfume or your smell. Okay. We have as well the Statue of Liberty. Very interesting. So again, there could be some travel distance here again. There's also, you know, represents freedom, or also, the Statue of Liberty was a gift from another country, so there could be like 2 different countries involved here for some of you. We also have Angel watching over me. So again, this is a person that's interesting in the Page of Swords, somebody who kind of is looking at a distance and really caring about you, sending you good vibes. Maybe this person would want to be sort of a protector or guardian for you, and they kind of watch out after you. We have Who Rescued Who. So again, this could be a connection in which this person, it's like maybe there's been mutual benefit in this connection, you know, where you guys have both kind of given to each other. We have Strong is Beautiful. Again, I would say that this person would want to tell you that they find you to be a very strong person, very beautiful, and I think one of the things that they probably like about you the most is your strength, your inner strength. We also have Jack here from A Nightmare Before Christmas. This is, you know, somebody who has big dreams and goals and is kind of willing to do whatever they can to get to them. So that could be, you know, somebody who's very focused on long-term goals and kind of achieving something. I see the fish here as abundance here, and blessings. Let's see, we have an Anchor here. So again, this person could feel very loyal to you, very tied down to you, again, this could also talk about feeling tied down somewhere else, though, or in other circumstances, right? Anchors, it depends. But there's still a sense of loyalty with the anchor, for sure. We also have this little teardrop. So again, maybe there's been some moments of tears between the two of you, maybe wanting to comfort you as you have tears. We have Aquarius, so this can talk about friendship, social groups and stuff like that too. So for some of you, this might be confirming friendship. For some of you, there might be some Aquarius placements. But I'm getting more, for me, I wouldn't focus on the signs too much. We didn't get a lot of astrology signs here in this particular charms, which kind of tells me that probably there's a broad range of different signs. I think that I'm going to go more with my gut, and my gut is saying that Aquarius more represents like friendship. We have Live Your Dream. So I think this person wants you to kind of achieve your dreams. And we also have Good Vibes. So a lot of support. And there's the key here with the red string, which always makes me think of like a soulmate connection, feeling like it's a significant connection. And the Mermaid, lastly. Right? So mermaids to me represent elusive creatures, you know, that aren't very seen. Again, this can talk about differences, because I always go back to like Ariel and like Little Mermaid and the idea of, you know, 2 different people, 2 different worlds, for sure. Again, there's, you know, a lot of beauty associated with the mermaid, and of course mermaids were often, you know, called like sirens, you know, so they could like kind of lure, and again there's that kind of calling, that sense of a calling towards you as well, like feeling called towards you. So I hope that this resonated with you guys. I hope it gave you some insight into your connection. I'm sending you all lots of like love and happiness, and I hope that this helped. So let me know in the comments below how you felt about the reading. If you want to, let me know which pile, if you picked group number 1, let me know. Comments always really help the channel get engagement, and that's helpful for YouTube. So it's always helpful when you guys comment. But I'm sending you guys lots of love, as I said, and I'll see you on the next reading. Take care. Hello, my friends. If you chose group number 2 here with this salmon calcite, this is your reading. I'm pretty sure that's what this is called. I just got it not too long ago, but sometimes they just slip my mind. So the first deck we're going to be using is actually one that belonged to my sister. So it was one of the only surviving decks. Our little sister tried to save as many as she could, but our dad threw out a lot of things that he didn't like. And, you know, tarot and oracle decks were a lot of those things. Unfortunately, I wasn't there, so I couldn't really grab any of it. But I do have this deck in particular. So we have Echo, and this card is called Unrequited Love. So that's an interesting message to get. Let me grab the guidebook. Where did I do with it? Right here. So this is a new deck to me, so I'm going to be reading here from the guidebook. We have page 39. So, because of Echo's incessant chatter, Juno cursed the nymph so her voice could only repeat the final words she heard. When Echo spied Narcissus on the edge of the pool, she fell deeply in love with him. In love with his own reflection, he remained cold and unresponsive. When Echo embraced Narcissus, right? Gosh, I feel like I'm saying that wrong. If I am, you guys can laugh at me and point fingers. He cruelly rejected her. Grief destroyed her body, leaving only faint reverberations of her voice. Yet her fascination with Narcissus continued, trapped by the addictive power of self-love. The myth of Echo and Narcissus provides a long-established template of the first encounter with rejection and unconsummated love. The card suggests that you are becoming more conscious in a relationship and more grounded in your own identity. Perhaps an imbalanced relationship is ending and you're beginning to flow with your own inner voice. The feminine wisdom here is, when we lose our identity to another, we become voiceless and ungrounded. Healthy relationships honor and celebrate individuality. So, interesting message there. Let's see what else kind of comes out here, and I will take a look. We also have the King of Swords, the Strength card, the Seven of Cups, and the Three of Wands, as well as Disengage and Purpose. Okay, so it does feel that the person on your mind, they could have some strong air qualities, because we do have the King of Swords showing up here. So Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. I almost said Virgo. I don't know what the heck I was thinking. What? Oh gosh, I guess I was thinking Mercury, and okay. Anyways, it says, intelligent, impartial, respected, stoic, receiving wise advice, remain objective and fair-minded, public speaking, communicate clearly, unemotional relationships, or being emotionally unavailable. It does feel like the person on your mind is slightly emotionally unavailable in some kind of way. And, this could, as hard as it is to hear sometimes, when people aren't really matching the energy that we give to them, it kind of tells you that there could be an imbalance, right? And of course, everyone has a bit of a different personality. And I do think that this person feels, I think that this person does feel something for you. But again, it feels like this person might be more focused on other things in their life at the moment. And that might be one of the things that they want to tell you, that I do feel this sense of loyalty with the Strength card. I really do. And I think that this person would tell you that they're very loyal to you, but that perhaps they just don't see things in the same way that you do. Again, I feel like this is a person with many options ahead of them and a lot of different plans for the future, because these two cards really, the Seven of Cups and the Three of Wands, both speak to me about sort of futuristic feelings, or looking towards the future, or putting your plans out there, trying to make decisions, kind of like long-term energy. With the Seven of Cups, obviously there are many different options and possibilities, and again, this might be somebody, based on your situation, who has a lot of different things to think about in their life. It may not be other people, it might be other situations, like moving to this place, or taking that job, or there are many types of things that can come between two people. So don't assume it's naturally like just another person or other people. It could be many other things. I would say that this is a person who's very focused on their purpose and trying to find themselves. As we do have this card, Purpose, and it says, what is your North Star, your calling? What drives you and inspires you? What do you allow to guide your actions? What gives your life meaning? So again, this could be a person who's searching for meaning in their life. And I feel like for some of you, so I have a few messages here that I want to kind of get across here, and I want you guys to take it as it resonates, because these might be a little bit differing, but I just feel like I need to talk about them. For some of you, this could be a person who's analyzing you. They analyze maybe situations that you're in, especially for those of you that don't resonate with this person being emotionally withdrawn and unavailable necessarily, because there might be some of you that are like, no, they talk to me and stuff like that, and it's not like anything like that. this is a person who probably deeply cares for you and wants to see you succeed. And I feel like this person feels like you have a lot of options, but perhaps you keep yourself in situations that are not beneficial to you, maybe where your energy isn't met, whether it's in the workplace or in what you're doing or in a relationship. Because remember, these are general readings, and for some of you, these aren't love readings. They're romantic love readings. They're from friends. But this person could see you, see something you're going through very clearly, and they would want to express this to you. With this disengage card particularly, to disown something that is not aligned with who you are, to disagree, to step away from a toxic influence, to take a break. Now, for those of you maybe where this person's taken a step back because of some drama, I would say that this person wants to tell you that there's loyalty here, although they're unclear about how to really move forward in the connection. For those of you that are maybe in something where this person identifies it as toxic, I think this person would want you to know that you have a lot of options, that there's a lot of potential for you in the future, that there's so many things that kind of are ahead of you, and to kind of follow your heart. So you see differing messages, and I want you guys to take it as it resonates, because like I said, general reading, and I want to make sure that you guys all get your messages. And again, like I said, for some of you, this might be a person who's more focused on themselves at this time. And I know those are very differing messages, so hopefully you guys can intuitively latch on to the one that, you know, feels right to you. Don't go for the one that don't go for the negative one if you're a negative person. Please. For sure. I don't want you guys to do that. Don't latch onto the negative message necessarily. I felt drawn to take one of these, so I'm going to take one. What would group 2 person want to tell them? Share your cares. Wow. So again, this is a person who, like I said, feels that strong relationship, that strong bond with you. And because that strength card, that's so interesting. Wow. Look at that. Strength and share your care. So this is a person that's there for you, that wants to be there for you. As an example, maybe they want you to share more with them and to engage them more. That's interesting too. Follow what lights you up. Again, I think that for a lot of you, this person would say that you can kind of accomplish anything you want. You have so many options ahead of you. And we have, it's okay to put yourself first and take care of your own needs before those of others. Wow. So maybe some of you are in like kind of toxic situations, or you kind of let yourself get into situations where you feel drained, and again, maybe it's a connection, maybe it's a job, maybe it's something that you're doing, and this person would want you to know that they want you to follow your calling, follow what lights you up, and what's your North Star right here, purpose. This is definitely somebody who wants you to follow your dreams and to kind of live your purpose and to kind of go after the things that feel good and get out of situations that are not beneficial to you. What's interesting too with that King of Swords, it feels like this person, they want to remain impartial in some way, like they want to give advice without emotions. It's like, I feel like this person really looks at you and sees things in a different way, and if they do come off cold and unresponsive, it's not, wow, I didn't mean to hurt you. So again, if this person comes off cold and unresponsive, it's not their intention. It might be their personality. That's crazy that flew right out, didn't it? Why can't we have a happy ending? Wow. So for some of you, this person wants to have a happy ending with you. I dream about you. You make me smile. And I fantasize about you. So 2 cards that kind of indicate fantasies and dreaming. So again, I think that this is a person who thinks about you. Of course, the King of Swords, what does the King of Swords do? You know, uses their mind in order to kind of work things out in their head. So again, the mind is, you know, swords in air qualities. The best songwriters, the best, honestly, sorry to everyone else, but I barely have any air in my chart myself. But people with strong air houses or strong air placements tend to be the best writers because they have a vivid imagination, because air is the mind, you know what I mean? So where do we picture things? In our mind's eye. And again, I think that this person really has a lot of thoughts about you, a lot of fantasies that they would want to tell you about. And again, it might be dreaming about a future with you, but there's something that they feel probably needs to be let go of in your life. And again, there's this encouragement to kind of move forward towards things that make you happy. One last message here. Oi! I'm avoiding you. So interesting. This is a person who could be avoiding you on purpose. And we have Trust in Me, which is a song by Etta James. So trust in me in all that you do. Have the faith that I have in you. Very beautiful song. But yeah, there is some avoidance here. So again, they're trying to disengage, perhaps because they're trying not to get hurt, right? Logic takes over and it says, okay, the logical thing to not get hurt is to kind of disengage. So this might be a person who's trying to kind of disengage at this time, for sure. And there is an avoidance. Even though I feel like this person feels very supported by you, so I don't know what exactly is going on. I won't try to dig too deep into that because these are general readings, so I wouldn't want to, like, you know, kind of try to narrow it down too much and confuse people. But let's see here. Let's get some charms, and we will see what they say, and then we'll close off the reading. So, group number 2's person. Oh, let's see. So we have a fairy here. I think that this person would tell you that you're a magical person to them, that you fluttered maybe into their life unexpectedly, that you kind of bring a lot of light joy to it. Again, fairies can be little tricksters, so maybe there's like a jokester type of vibe to you. Oh, we also have a little angel here. Or is this a Cupid? Oh, look at. So again, maybe this is a person who's been struck by you. We also have this heart with the wings too, so a lot of wing energy. Let's see, we have a unicorn. Looks like, yep, a unicorn and a horse. Wow, interesting. So maybe some Sag vibes. Again, a lot of magical vibes, a lot of fantasy vibes. Maybe you guys have some interest in fantasy characters as well. Maybe that's something that's going to resonate for some of you. The interesting, we have the cactus. So cactuses can be quite prickly at times. So maybe this person has come off prickly in the past. But we all have, you know, that ability. It says here, you can survive anything. So this is a person who thinks that you're a very tough cookie. And I think that they would want to express that to you. We have live the life you love. Again, wow, look at that. Live the life you love and following your dreams. This is a person who wants you to go after and achieve the things that you want. And there's a lot of encouragement there. We also have the watermelon. So watermelon's very sweet, but it can be very challenging with all the seeds. You kind of got to spit the seeds out. So this could talk about feeling like there are a lot of challenges between the two of you, right? That's what I always kind of think of when I see the watermelon, especially in, you know, the context of this type of reading. We also have tulips here. So again, flowers could be significant, maybe tulips in particular. I just think of flowers as very beautiful. And so again, I think that this person would express to you that they find you to be a very beautiful person. Oh, we also have do as you would be done by. Almost too simple, but this is all you need to get by. So doing unto others as you do unto yourself, you know what I mean? Treating people equally. And again, maybe there's been a little unequal treatment in this past of the connection, you know, maybe that they're not really happy about. We have a lot of signs here. So we have Libra, Gemini, a lot of air energy, right? We also have Taurus and Pisces. So these might be signs that are relevant in this person's chart. Maybe it's, you know, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I don't know. Who knows? But it talks about partnership and friendship a lot here for me. And again, Pisces can be that the dreams, you know, dreaming of possibilities as well. So again, that could be that reflection of a lot of dreams happening. We have find joy in the journey, as well as the compass. I do feel like this person ideally wants, they feel led to you, right? The compass is saying that I feel led to you. I feel like I want life to point me in your direction, is one thing I'm getting here. And then we have, of course, this key with the heart right here. So again, you've unlocked this person's heart, or you have maybe the key to their heart in some way. And then we have a safety pin. Safety pins remind me of, I used to put these on my jeans as a teenager. Did anyone else do that? I don't know if that was like a 90s thing. But it makes me think of, I don't know why, but I get the word awareness when I think of safety pins. So again, maybe there's some sort of awareness. And again, I think of like maybe feeling attached to you. You know what I mean? Because we use safety pins to attach things. So yeah, that is what I'm seeing for you guys that chose group number 2. I really hope it helps give some insight into the person on your mind. Thank you guys for all your support and your love. Like I said to you guys, I'll have my Etsy shop probably back up in a few days, to check back then. And I'm wishing you all the very, very best. Take care. And I'll see you in the next reading. Hello my friends, if you chose group number 3 here with the Dalmatian Jasper, this is going to be your reading. So, I felt called to do a little bibliomancy for you. And I did it from this book called Dora Thorne. And I opened up a page already and my eye immediately went to this paragraph right here. So, I'm going to go ahead and read it for you and you'll see how it resonates with you. So it says, a sharp sense of pain filled his heart, keen regret, bitter remorse, a longing for power to undo all that was done, to recall the lost, miserable years, the best of his life. He might return, he might do his best to atone for his error, but neither repentance nor atonement could give him back the father whose pride he had humbled in the dust. Very interesting. So I thought I'd read that paragraph. Again, kind of talking about a longing to undo maybe the past mistakes. So that might be a theme of this reading. I can't remember what cards are pulled in this particular one, so let's see. So this is a deck that belonged to my sister. It was one of the only surviving decks that was left. Our little sister did try to save them, but our father had thrown quite a lot of my sister's decks out after she passed, obviously, when he went to clean her apartment, because he's not into that kind of stuff, which is unfortunate, but, you know, it is what it is. I'm not going to get mad. I'm being graceful here. But no, this is a deck, and it's odd because I actually had this on my wish list a few weeks before I put it on there, and it's missing some cards, but here we go. So we have Antigone. I think that's how you pronounce it. Oh gosh, if I'm pronouncing it wrong, please embarrass me in the comments and let me know. Loyalty, right? So I think that this person on your mind feels a sense of loyalty to you. I'm going to go ahead and read from the guidebook and see what this particular card talks about. Just because it's a new deck to me, and I'm unfortunately, you know, I'm just new to it, so I'm going to go ahead and see what it says. Oh gosh, where's it at? What page? Okay, right here. Number 50, page 50. On a hill outside Athens, Antigone gently guides her blind father to the end of his long and painful journey. Wow, some of you might be getting a message from a father coming through, because the book, the bibliomancy that I did, had something to do with the father. Wow. Okay, so for some of you, that might be it. This might be a message coming through from a father. To the end of his long and painful journey, to the sacred spot where he will find eternal rest. Her father, Oedipus. I'm such an embarrassment. My sister would be laughing at me right now. I want to say Oedipus, right? But Oedipus, that doesn't make sense. Okay. Had unwittingly killed his own father and married his mother. Nonetheless, Antigone remained loyal and devoted to her family. She was even prepared to endanger her own life for those she loved. Antigone's heart is loyal to her family, and God's shaping its fate, and because of this, Antigone is entombed alive. This image suggests that Antigone is conscious of being entombed by the fate of her family. Antigone is representative of the family member who is devoted and dutiful to the family. When this card is chosen, it reveals a familial situation demanding loyalty. Even though others may feel differently, it's important that you remain loyal to your group, recognizing the common bond. Feminine wisdom. Our family is our fate, and each member of our family is bound by it. The heroine spirit acknowledges this truth in order to be loyal and true to her own individuation. Wow. I'm not the best reader today, guys. So there is like, wow, that's crazy. So for some of you, this might be messages from your family members and about family loyalty. Again, this could just be indicative of somebody feeling very loyal to you, almost like you're a family member. Perhaps for some of you, if this is like a love connection, you had a family connection with them in a past life. So there's that sense of duty that lies in them towards you. We also have the Strength card. It says, personal power and assertiveness portrayed with kindness, compassion that brings about forgiveness, realizing that you're stronger than you knew. Right? We have the Four of Wands, the Three of Cups, the Chariot, excuse and community, society, and environment. So for some of you, you might be in a community with this person. And again, there might be a message here for some of you to engage in the community more. If you've been thinking about that, if you've been thinking about maybe doing some kind of social media project or kind of engaging in a community, this might be that kind of message that says, yes, do it, you know, that confirmation. Let's see here. Let's look at this excuse card. I want to look at this. It says, excuse. What excuses are you making to escape and avoid your problems? Have you been refusing to take ownership and responsibility for your reality? Shadow work. So this could be a message for some of you about kind of moving forward on something. Maybe this person wants to encourage you that you have the inner strength to kind of move forward in a certain direction, right? Maybe there's been an avoidance of kind of engaging in something. Again, this might be that this person avoids, right? So take it as it resonates. Maybe this person feels your I guess your loyalty as well. Perhaps it's funny that the Strength card came out, because that really reflects to me a lot about loyalty. And because there's such a sense of loyalty, right? When we have a woman taming a lion, that it takes a lot of patience, kindness, and energy in order to kind of facilitate that relationship, to build it up, right? And so there's definitely a sense of strong friendship here, strong love, I would say, on this person's part. A sense of wanting happiness for you, a sense of wanting you to gain the happiness that you want in your life, to move forward. So maybe for some of you, where there has been an ending in your life of somebody you've loved, maybe this is that person saying, continue on, right? Engaging in society, putting yourself out there, and building a name for yourself, maybe for some of you too. I would say that this is a person who really wants you, and they would want to kind of tell you this, that you bring a lot of happiness to them. You bring there is a sense of home with you. I think for some of you, especially like I said, if this isn't a family member in this life, I do feel a strong sense that this could have been somebody who was familial to you in a past life, that has this sort of bond towards you. And for those of you that, lack a strong family unit, this might be somebody that wants to be that family unit for you in this lifetime in some way, like to help you build it. Sometimes we don't always have the strongest family foundations, but we find that through other people in our life. And we always have that chance, to get a relationship with someone and kind of create a new family, right? The kind that we wanted. So that might be that message, like that you guys could create the family that you deserve or that you want. Okay, take it as it resonates. I know these are a lot of different messages kind of flowing in here, so keep it like that, where you're taking what resonates. But I would say that this person feels laughter with you. There's a kinship here, and a sense of friendship and caring. And again, of wanting you to persevere despite anything. I'm going to take a few more messages here. 3. Person, what does that person want to say? Embrace your inner and outer beautiful qualities. Yeah, so to embrace that inner and outer beauty. It's okay to do that thing you've been wanting to do. Wow, that's funny. That's so reflective of what we've been getting. Like going for it with the Chariot. Do that thing you've been wanting to do. And make some time for friends. Wow, the Three of Cups came out. And then this card looks just like the Three of Cups. Right? Showing friendship and support. So again, this is a person who is there for you. Or they want to be there for you. They want to be there for you as a friend. They want to be there for you. And again, this might be a person who's encouraging you to kind of engage in friendship at this time. So let's get some personal messages for group number 3. What would their person want to say to them? This person really thinks highly of you is what I want to say. So I'm trying to let go. I'm not ready. Wow. Okay, for some of you, if this is a friendship, this could be a person who's really trying to let go of past things, maybe before they move forward. I'm not exactly sure what this means, but there is something about them not being ready. I didn't mean to hurt you. So for some of you, if this is a friendship connection, maybe there's like a wanting that maybe they're more likely to want to keep it in that category. We also have I can't believe you'd like me too. So maybe for some of you, there are some self-sabotaging beliefs in this person that kind of keeps them from going further with you. Okay? Maybe they're trying to let go of self-sabotaging beliefs at this time. I love you. So this is a person who has deep love for you. I mean, if it's the other way around, it could be that, you know, if you kind of weren't ready for something, maybe they're trying to let go of that. And vice versa. Remember, these messages are kind of general, so take it as it resonates. I feel like it's all my fault, so there might be a lot of guilt on this person's. Wow, that goes back to that quote that we kind of received there about having regrets. This person might have some regrets about the way that they've treated you in the past, or the way that they've approached things. We have Run Away With Me. Oh, that's funny with the Chariot. That's almost like Run Away With Me. I get, of course, when I see that card, I always get that song by Norah Jones, right? Run away with me in the night. I love that song. What I did haunts me. Wow, there's so much regret on this person's part. Wow. Oh, goodness. And maybe this is a person who never takes ownership for, like, stuff. Again, if maybe this person hasn't opened up about maybe some of their problems like they'd want to, maybe why they made certain decisions, because sometimes we don't get closure because people don't really give it to us, why they made certain decisions. Maybe that's like something that this person would want to tell you more about, why they acted the way that they did, you know? I have a hard time opening up. Wow, I didn't even look at that card. And maybe that's the thing. Maybe this person has a hard time opening up to other people. Maybe they keep a tight lock on things. The Strength card can talk about that too. Kind of really trying to keep a tight grip on things. Let's see here. One more message from this person. And I appreciate our friendship. Wow. So this is a person who really appreciates the friendship that you guys have, or that you've had in the past, and cares a lot about you. I'll be back. And I want you to be part of my life. So this is a person who's not going to let go. So if you are out of communication with this person, I don't feel like that's going to last long. I feel like this person will come back because there's a sense of loyalty with you, that they will be back into your life, that they want to be part of your life, that they appreciate the friendship between the two of you. And wow, this is a very interesting group. I'm kind of curious more about that trying to let go. I don't want to read into it too much just because it's a general reading, so I don't want to like make it too specific. But gosh, I'm really wondering about that. So let's get some charms and see what else we gather from this, and then we'll stop the reading. So, group number 3's person, what are their messages? We got quite a few. So we have Jack here from Nightmare Before Christmas. So this could be, you know, talking about somebody who's very goal-driven. Again, very self-focused at times, or focused on the goal. We also have this leaf, and I always think of turning over a new leaf when I see this particular charm. So this is a person who wants to turn over a new leaf with you. We also have the tennis racket. So this makes me think of back and forth communication. So perhaps, maybe for some of you, this could be reflective of, I love our conversations, the way we bounce off of each other. I like the chemistry, the way that we kind of, you know, go back and forth with each other is really what I get with that card. I mean, not that card, that charm, sorry. Okay, we have Belle. I would say that this person sees you as a smart person. Maybe there's a love of books, a shared mutual love of books, of libraries, of reading, there's also a sense of loyalty here. And again, you know, the story of Beauty and the Beast, you know, Beast is somebody that maybe not everybody would love at first glance. So this could be, you know, talking about somebody who has some insecurities, especially if they feel like they're in the Beast role, where they maybe don't feel like anyone could love them or care for them. Right? We have Live, Laugh, and Love. We have the Compass. The Compass, this is somebody who's always going to be drawn to you. Like they have an inner compass towards you, pointed towards you. And I think that this person wants something to happen with you in the future. Like there's hope for this, that something could happen and kind of come out of this. I feel like with this egg here, this is somebody who hasn't fully cracked, you know, like they're not fully out of their shell. And I think there's still a lot of things that are hidden. Pisces, too, can be, you know, the sign of hidden things, hidden emotions, things that are unconscious. I think there's a lot that you don't know about this person still that they'd want to show you about themselves. We also have that unicorn here. So, again, there could be a shared love of unicorns, but, again, this could be about, you know, magic and feeling like you're something special in their life. Ooh, we also have the eye button here. So again, third eye kind of reminds me of it. Magic eye, evil eye. No, but I feel like this person has an eye on you. Like they keep an eye on you. We also have Leo. Let's see what else we've got. Oh, we've got... Ooh. Oh, we have the hanger. That always makes me think of a lot of things in the closet. Right? So there could be a lot of things that are kind of hanging up in the closet. A lot of things that they haven't shared. Right? A lot of baggage, perhaps. And we have this wolf charm as well, so it makes me think of a lone wolf. And maybe somebody who kind of takes off on their own. We have a heart here, so definitely a lot of love here. Astrology could be a connection between the two of you. Again, this might be feeling like you're fated. Again, a sense of direction towards you. We also have Libra. So, again, we have Pisces, Leo, and Libra. They could be signs. Don't feel like that those are the only things that could be represented. We have a lot of different kind of things going on. Don't focus too much on the signs. Leo can talk about shared hobbies and like a one-on-one relationship as well. We have the flowers here, so I think this person feels like you're very special to them. We have give a girl the right shoes and she can conquer the world, Marilyn Monroe. So again, a lot of inner strength perhaps in you that they find. And then we have never, never give up. I can, and you're always in my heart. So this is definitely somebody that would tell you that you're unforgettable to them, that you're special to them, that they don't ever want you to give up. There's a lot of encouragement on this person's part for you. And definitely somebody who keeps their eye on you and appreciates the friendship that you have, the relationship you have, and maybe hopes for more in the future, you know, if life permits it. So yeah, that's what I've got for you guys that chose group number 3. I really hope it helps. Let me know if you chose group number 3 in the comments below. I always appreciate when you guys let me know. And take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all in the next reading. Bye-bye. Hello to those of you that chose group number 4 here with this Iolite. This is your reading. So let's get started. So I did this in group number 3. I'm going to do it for you as well. I'm going to do some bibliomancy. real fast. I think I'm going to use this book, though. I'm going to use a different book on you guys. I'm going to use My Pearl. Okay, so I'm just going to flip into a page and see where my eye is drawn. Dr. Raymond had traveled extensively in other lands, studying their curiosities, statuary, and paintings with all the love and appreciation of a true artist, so there were between these two unfailing subjects of common interest for discussion. But the breadth of mind and sympathy, the fealty to God and his fellow man in Dr. Raymond, the younger man did not begin to comprehend. Wow. That's very fascinating. Now, some of you might be from foreign lands. Again, some of you might travel. But again, this is like about between these two unfailing subjects of common interest for discussion. So it sounds like maybe there's a lot of commonalities between the two of you. The person on your mind and you. Maybe you have a lot of similar interests, right? Wow. Okay. So let's see what else comes out. Maybe there's that sense of pure connection where you just click like a friend. So this particular card is from a deck that belonged to my sister. I mentioned this in the other piles if you were watching some of the other groups, because you're allowed to watch more than one, by the way, if you're feeling drawn to. But this is from a deck that I actually had added on my wish list just a few weeks ago. And after my sister's passing, my younger sister did try to manage to save all the decks, because our father threw a lot of them out. But she did manage to save this oracle deck, and I didn't have it, so yay! I at least have one deck from her, although it's missing a few cards. But we have Galatea. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. And it says triangle. Wow, so there might be a theme of the triangle between the two of you. Let's go ahead and read what the message says for this particular card. Sorry if you hear my dog pitter-patter around. He's laying near my feet. His favorite place to be. Let's see. Where are you? Oh, there we go. Number 40. Let's see. Page number 40. Sitting on a favorite rock, Galatea peacefully combs her beautiful hair, anticipating the return of her handsome lover, Acis? Gosh. I'm so bad at these names. Lurking in the background is Polyphemus, the one-eyed Cyclops who has fallen hopelessly in love with her. Though Galatea is revolted by him, the huge monster tries to attract her by singing and playing the panpipes. When Polyphemus and finds Galatea lying naked in the arms of Acis, or whatever his name is, he flies into a jealous rage, crushing him to death with a rock. The myth reminds us of the devastating aftermath of feeling rejected and excluded in a triangle. Three-way conflicts occur in our relationships with family, friends, and colleagues. However, with love triangles, emotional feelings like jealousy, obsession, and rage become intensified. This card cautions about the intensity of human emotions when someone feels excluded or unacknowledged. The feminine wisdom here is from birth we are immersed in triangular relationships, and through conscious awareness and reflection we can be aware of effective ways to handle this unstable arrangement. Wow. Okay, so I do feel like for a lot of you there could be some third-party stuff here. I think that's undeniable as a possibility. So perhaps for some of you there's a third influence kind of happening here, a third person, possibly, or maybe there's some other influence, like something that kind of comes between the two of you. Of course, this could be indicative of somebody who does feel a lot of jealousy about something else that you're engaged in. Perhaps this person acts calm and collected about maybe you paying attention to other people or another person in particular, but they are actually feeling quite jealous about it. So there's a confirmation for some of you if you felt that energy. We also have the Knight of Swords, so decisive, focused, driven, defensive, events that move with great speed. Choose intellectual responses to challenges rather than emotional, sudden or unexpected changes, and review your options carefully. So this is a person who probably has a lot of things that they'd want to express. They might have a forceful way of expressing themselves, right, with the Knight of Swords. Sometimes there's a little bit of an immature, it can be a little bit immature at times where there are clashes, right? I think this is a person who wants, sorry, my dog is getting my attention. This is somebody who has a lot, perhaps they handle their emotions in a more logical way, right, through words, and maybe the lack of words, too, at times. We have the Fool here, the Queen of Wands, and the Death card. So some of you we have some air and fire energy, so that might be energy that's predominant in either of your charts. We also have the subconscious and heal. The subconscious card says, what is lurking below your conscious mind? What are your hidden narratives and beliefs hidden in your psyche that are driving your conscious choices? What remains unknown or unclear? Well, could be somebody who wants to get to the bottom of something. This might be somebody who has a lot of subconscious impulses, right? So a lot of their actions might reflect what's kind of going deeper below them. Again, for some of you, this might be that this person feels a lot of jealousy or resentment. We have heal, to mend, to tend your wounds, to relieve pain, to attend to wellness and health. So, what would this person want to tell you? Well, there could be something about a brand new beginning here with the Fool, of wanting to take a risk. There's definitely some sort of impulse to tell you something about a new beginning. Like they want to just kind of burst out and say something to you. Maybe it's something that they believe about you or your life that they would want to express, perhaps about your ability to choose endings, because we have the Queen of Wands and the Death card here too. There's the Death energy really talks about big changes, significant changes, and we also have the Fool, the card of significant beginnings. So it's definitely something about leaving something behind, creating a new beginning perhaps. I feel like this person probably keeps a lot to themselves. Sorry, my dog is still nearby. He's trying to be there for me when I've been sad. Okay, so let's see what else. What did this person want to say? I think that this person sees you as alluring and seductive to them. And it's almost like you're a siren call. Like they feel I think they can feel very jealous, though, about attention from other people. We have meditation promotes well-being. With this heal card in particular, I do get the sense that this person, if they've withdrawn a bit, it might be because they are trying to sort of heal something inside of themselves. Maybe they don't like the way that they were feeling, or the way that they've been acting, or the thoughts that they were having. Like maybe they don't like to feel that way. The Queen of Wands can be very jealous. Fire signs can be very jealous. I know. I have a lot of fire. We have believe in yourself. Definitely getting the message that this person wants you to kind of create some sort of beginning in your life and to believe in your possibility to do so. Look at the imagery. It's actually quite similar. They're both kind of dancing, right? And there's that kind of yellow imagery, like the sun is shining on you, that you're protected. Perhaps this person wants to be a shining light in your life, but perhaps they don't know always how to be that way. We have relaxation promotes healing. Wow, and with the healing card. So this is a person that really is trying to heal themselves. Perhaps they're really trying to change previous behaviors that maybe they would have engaged in. Maybe they have certain subconscious reactions, right? Because we do that. We do that. We have things that we kind of our natural reaction, and then we kind of like, this might be a connection which this person's really learning how to kind of engage in a more healthier way, right? And so maybe they're kind of suppressing some of the things that they'd want to do, but it's out of a good cause. It's out of a healing kind of vibe, not rushing to kind of try to deal with something in a toxic way, or maybe how they might have done it before. We have let go of perfection. It's good enough, and so are you. Wow. So this is a person who really feels like you're perfect the way you are. So this might be a message for some of you that despite maybe feeling like you have a lot of flaws, this is a person who would want to tell you that they think, you know, you're amazing and that you're capable, right? And again, this might be a person too who kind of falls back on their own insecurities, and they're trying to maybe not do that, to not engage in that because it doesn't make them feel good, or it hasn't really helped them much in the past. We have listened to that still small voice within. Wow, okay. Let's see. Listen to that still small voice within. So this person's definitely getting some sort of messages about you in their inner voice. Let me see. I'm going to actually grab a deck here and see maybe if we can uncover a little bit more about that. What is that small voice inside of them saying? Knight of Pentacles. Perhaps to take things slower than they want to treat this carefully, to be loyal, but not to push themselves upon you, to kind of be a steady guide is what I'm getting. And there was the Eight of Wands in reverse, right? The Eight of Wands is all about forward movement, stampeding towards something. This is a person who's holding themselves back big time. And I think it's probably because they want to give you a solid offer. They want something stable. They don't want to rush in and ruin everything. Perhaps in the past, if this person's kind of rushed forward, it hasn't benefited them. And so they're kind of like, okay, well, I need to kind of do this the right way. And I feel like that's what their voice is saying, like kind of like make solid efforts, but don't rush in. Anything else to add here? The Three of Cups. So cultivating friendship and good feelings. Maybe this is a person who's more focused on keeping this a friendly relationship as an example. For those of you where that resonates, you know, it's like a friendship as an example. Maybe this is a person who has a lot of feelings that they're suppressing because they don't want to ruin things. They want to keep things stable, and they think if they go too far too fast, it's like it will just mess everything up. As an example. Okay, so wow, that's crazy. I love it. Let's see, direct messages here. We're going to use my message deck. So a lot of you ask where I got this. I made them. I have cards from Amazon that I bought. If you type in, I think, brown craft cards or something like that, you can find them. What would group number 4 want to say? I can't believe you'd like me too, so there could be some disbelief about you having the same passion for them. Maybe, again, they want to see proof of it as well. Like maybe if they feel like you like them, they want to kind of see that solid proof. That might be something too that this person is waiting for, is proof on your end, right? Especially if you're in a love triangle and stuff like that, that can complicate things, and maybe they want to see you put effort towards them, as an example, to choose them. And they're kind of waiting for that moment. That could be something for some of you. We have Trust in Me. So this song came out in group number 3. It's a song by Etta James. And it says, trust in me in all you do. Have the faith that I have in you. Love can see us through. If only you trust in me. I think that's the lyrics. We have I didn't mean to hurt you. So again, if there's been some impulsive comments in the past, this person could be apologizing for these things because perhaps they were a subconscious, like, repulsion, kind of like, it's like it just came out. Sometimes people, we do that. I do it all the time. I say things that I just kick myself in the ass for later. It's called an Aries Mercury. But no, a lot of people do it, you know. We say things that we don't mean, or it comes from a place where we intellectually look at it later and we're like, yeah, that wasn't coming from a very good place. Or my intentions there weren't the best. I'm pretending I don't care. So it could be that this person is wanting you to know that they kind of pretend that they don't care, that maybe they've been pretending here with the death card that they've moved on, that they're not really affected as much as they are. That they maybe aren't taking this as seriously as they actually are. But remember, that's a front, because they're pretending that they don't care. So they actually really do. Okay, that card didn't want to go back in. Let's cuddle. So this is a person who wants that physical unity with you. They want to cuddle with you and spend time with you. In a physical sense, to comfort you perhaps. We have I spy on you. So this is a person who keeps their eye on you and wants to see what you're up to as much as possible. What I did haunts me. So again, a card of regrets, a message of regret, that they are haunted by maybe things that they've said in the past, or how they've chosen to do things. And we also have it's not over. So this is a person who has not let go of this connection. And with that full energy and the death as well, I definitely sense a new beginning. Where they're trying to maybe be more confident, go towards you. And this isn't a person who's given up by any means. And I think that's one of the things they'd want to tell you, is that they haven't given up on this connection. We have you took me in by surprise. You took me in by surprise. Well, maybe that was a misspeak on purpose. But you took me by surprise. So this is a person who is kind of shocked, perhaps, that you came into their life. That maybe the way that you engaged them in some point shocked them, and they didn't know how to react. They were kind of flabbergasted. They didn't really know what to do. We also have I'm a show off. So again, this might be somebody with a lot of pride that likes to kind of show their best, and that might be part of what their problem is sometimes, is that their reaction is to show off. their reaction is to kind of put up that wall, to act like they don't care. It's all a front, you know, on their end. It's just the way that they kind of, you know, save face. I can't be what you want, but you'll always be what I need. So again, maybe this person feels like they can't give you what you want, but they need you and they want you in their life. And again, I can't be what you want. It's like maybe they feel like they can't live up to your expectations because of a lot of subconscious programming that, you know, causes them to, you know, sabotage themselves, or believe that they're not exactly as good as they could be. And I feel so bad for hurting you. Again, a lot of regret. Cards of regret. Let's get one more. I'm going to take this one. If you really knew me, you'd reject me. Wow. There we go. Again, this sort of self-sabotaging energy. And I want to make a move, but I chicken out. So, definitely a lot of insecurity on this person's part, a lot of the desire to make a move, but I don't think this person's letting go. So again, if you're out of contact, I would say that this person's probably coming back. I see a lot of regret on their end and a lot of disbelief that you'd like them for some reason, even if you've expressed it, because sometimes people, they won't even believe what people tell them to their face. Like, it's like if I tell, plenty of you might feel very insecure about your looks, and I could say, oh, you're beautiful, and you guys might not believe me, right? That's how we work sometimes. We don't believe. Even when people tell it to us, or they even show it to us, we're still suspicious, you know? Especially when that shadow is very strong in us, and we're just, you know, relying on that a lot, okay? So, group number 4. Okay. You took me by surprise came out, and look at that. We have the dice here. The dice charm. So, first of all, I feel like this person feels very fortunate to have met you. Maybe that you guys met under very unusual circumstances. Maybe this feels fated or lucky or something along those lines for this person. We also have, okay, let's see. Oh, we have a baby carriage. So this could talk about new beginnings. I feel like that for a lot of you, especially that heal card, this person wants to heal a connection in some way. To heal themselves, to heal the connection. Perhaps. We have a Pegasus. Let's see. Taurus. Let's see. Again, there's a medical symbolism here with this charm here. So some of you might work in the medical industry. Maybe this person does. But again, you know, this is healing. The imagery of healing. So again, healing the connection. For a lot of you. We also have this leaf, which I think of as like new beginnings, and of course maybe turning over leaves, you know, like turning over a new leaf, trying again. We also have the wolf here. So again, I think of the wolf and I think of like the one, like the lone wolf. So maybe this is a person who kind of is self-protected, that kind of goes off on their own. I know wolves are pack animals. And maybe this person does have a strong friendship group, but there might be a vibe of them of kind of a lone wolf, is what I'm getting. We also have the butterfly. So again, first of all, I would say that this person finds you very beautiful, very delicate, and perhaps that's why there's also regret, because, you know, when you hurt someone you know is delicate, there's always a lot of regret because you know that you hurt somebody you care about. So I'm getting that message for some of you. Also, you know, butterflies talk to me about new phases. And so again, there's that kind of a vibe for a new phase. We also have this I love you charm with the infinity symbol. So this is a person whose love never ends. It's like they care about you for the rest of their life. Like it's you made a significant impact on this person, especially because we have the key here, and keys talk to me about significant things, also unlocking new doors, right? But also keeping things under lock and key. And I think this is a person who probably keeps a lot under lock and key, and perhaps has a lot of baggage. We have the clothing hanger, right? So perhaps there are a lot of things in their closet, you know, that they kind of have packed away that they haven't really revealed to you. We have the seashells, which make me think of like possibility. Also Aphrodite is something that really kind of talks to me about seashells. Maybe someone lives near the beach though, or near the water, okay? So maybe someone is living near the water. But I also think of shells as possibilities. And this person might, you know, kind of dream about the different possibilities between the two of you, or the possibilities that could be, you know, in the future. There's also a sense of loyalty here with the little ghost dog Zero, from the Nightmare Before Christmas. So like loyalty, fidelity. We have a mermaid too. So again, the mermaid comes out a lot in these groups, and perhaps I do have a lot of mermaid charms, but I think of mermaids as kind of elusive characters, right? And very beautiful, very alluring as well. So I think that this person feels lured in by you, but there's also a sense of perhaps not being able to quite catch you, or something like that. We have the watermelon, which talks about sweet rewards, but with a lot of effort, because seeds, you know, the seeds, you have to spit them out. So although watermelon are very amazing, you kind of have to deal with the seeds. And so maybe there's like, you know, a lot of kind of things to deal with in this connection, but it's worth it, because they find you to be so sweet. We have do unto others as you'd want done unto yourself. So there might be a lot of reflection about trying to be equal, trying to give equal effort. If this person in the past hasn't done that, maybe they're trying to see the error of the ways in which maybe they didn't respond to you the way that you know you treated them, you know. And maybe that's partially, we have an inner battle too here with you versus you. This is a person who's, you know, perhaps they want to, you know, talk to you about your own inner battles as well, but also maybe the battles that they kind of face within themselves, where it's like they're against, you know, kind of working against their own self. We have the bird here. So this reminds me of Twitter. So maybe for some of you Twitter here, but there might be a lot of chatting, chitter chatter and stuff like that, talking, gossiping, talking. I think this person wants to talk to you, and they like talking to you. We also have made with a smile. So again, maybe you bring a smile to this person's face. And we also have Aquarius. I mean Virgo, sorry. No, sorry, Aquarius. Wow, I'm so stupid. I was right the first time. And then I was like, wait, these ones, the Virgo and the Aquarius ones always throw me off. Ugh, in this particular group. So Aquarius, this can be about friendship and internet connections, long distance, maybe, possibly, just because like often we'll keep in touch digitally, but maybe they want to send you some like text or some messages. Maybe that's how you met this person, through an online connection too. Maybe for some of you this person has a strong Aquarius placement, or maybe you do. I wouldn't focus on it too much. Like I said, I think it was group number 1 that had a similar thing, where there weren't a lot of zodiac signs showing up, so it just kind of made me feel like maybe it's not a big focus. Taurus though is here as well. So we have Taurean energy, very, very loyal, and very slow to move, very possessive and jealous too. Taurus is all about what's mine, you know, versus what's others as Scorpio, you know, or what we give to others or what others give to us. But Taurus is much about our own stuff in a way. And so, again, these could be reflective of signs or energy. We also have this charm. It says, a love between a grandmother and granddaughter is forever. So for some of you, this might be a special message from a grandmother who has passed or is out there somewhere for you. But anyways, that's what I'm seeing for you guys that chose group number 4. I really hope this helps. This was longer than all the other groups. So, but I'm wishing you all the very, very best. Take care, and I'll see you in the next reading. I will be opening my Etsy shop in a few days. Just give me some time. I'm still kind of working through a lot of my emotions here. So I'm surprised I managed to get through this without crying. It was a good distraction, I guess. Okay, so lots of love to you guys. Take care, and see you next time.